for joining. You're watching Rupavahini News.
Hello, a very good evening. I'm Nipini Samarasekara.
And I'm Ashik Aminuddin. First, we take a look at today's headlines. The President says that it is the responsibility of the government to provide equal educational opportunities to children of the nation. Various groups condemn South Indian political elements mixing sports with politics. The Indian Prime Minister says that there is no threat to the existence of the Indian government without the support of the DMK party. Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation becomes the first among other institutions that implemented the state language policy at the Dayatikirul exhibition premises. Russia bans foreign-funded NGOs doing politics in that country.
You're watching the news live on Channel I, and we take a look at those stories in detail now. 7,000 children of the members of the Employees Trust Fund who have passed the Grade 5 scholarship examination received their scholarship awards from President Mahinda Rajapaksa at Temple Trees today. The children of the members of the Employees Trust Fund who passed the Grade 5 scholarship with the highest marks at district level received these scholarships annually. This year, 7,000 such students will receive their scholarships. The President awarded scholarships to 500 of those students who passed the exam in the Sinhala and Tamil languages. This program commenced in 1994 when the President was the Minister of Labour. At that time, the students were provided with 10,000 rupees each. In the year 2000, this amount was increased to 15,000 rupees. The Employees Trust Fund allocates 100 million rupees for this program annually. The scholarship money will be deposited in a Sisu Udana savings account in the People's Bank. The People's Bank also provides each scholarship recipient an English Sinhala Malayasekara dictionary. Speaking at the function, the President said that it is the responsibility of the government to provide equal educational opportunities for children of the nation. The President said that everyone should unite to improve the standards of education for children. He said that all children should get equal opportunities for education, and that is what the government is doing at present. The President pointed out that the demand for entry into popular schools will spread to other schools as well if adequate facilities are provided to other schools. There was a time, the President pointed out, when there were 37 Grade 1 schools in Jaffna, while there was only one school in the Hambantota district with science labs and advanced level facilities. He said that that was the difference at that time. The President said that the children are the country's future resource and that they will be the source of our pride at international level in the future. The scholarship recipients commended the President for his dedication to uplift the educational opportunities for students. A student said that being able to come to Temple Trees today, along with other students who have passed the 2012 scholarship examination, and being able to meet the President who liberated the country is a great opportunity. He said that this kind of opportunities will encourage future brethren and their sisters and will strengthen them. Senior Minister Dr. Sarath Amunugama and Ministers SP Disanayaka and Gamini Lokoge also attended the function.
Today is Good Friday, which signifies the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. Christians around the world commemorate this event. The last week of the life of Jesus Christ is considered as the Holy Week. He participated in the Last Supper with 12 of his disciples. That was on Maundy Thursday. After the supper, Jesus Christ washed the feet of his disciples and kissed them. He announced at this occasion, quote, "I gave you an example. You also serve each other and love each other," unquote. This displayed his kindness, friendship and love for others. However, one of his disciples, Judas, betrayed him. Accordingly, Jesus Christ was crucified at the Golgotha Hills on a Friday by the Palestinian governor Pilaf. Christians all over the world commemorate this event today.
Minister Dallas Alahaperuma has said that although two political parties in Tamil Nadu are acting against Sri Lanka, the majority of politicians in India are supporting Sri Lanka. Jayalalitha and Karunanidhi are involved in chauvinist politics. He said that it is sad to find that these two political elements have extended their political activities to involve the game of cricket as well. Sri Lankans, including Buddhist monks who visited South India recently, were subjected to various harassments. The Tamil Nadu State Assembly has also adopted a resolution calling on the Indian central government to stop considering Sri Lanka as a friendly nation.
The central government has not bothered to give consideration to this, and the central government has not discussed these resolutions. The central government has not brought these things to the notice of the parliament when parliament was in session. So this union government cannot be so careless and discriminatory in not giving due consideration to the resolutions passed by State Assembly, to the letters written by Tamil Nadu Chief Minister. It is a deplorable attitude of the central government. It should be condemned in all possible terms.
Minister Dallas Alahaperuma said,
I personally feel this is bad for the sports. This is bad for, of course, some of the things are there which the channels should always remain open. As far as Sri Lanka is concerned, we are very sure about the relationship. But at the same time, it is not advisable to get into these sports.
Number one issue is safety and security of Sri Lankans in India, including sports person. Cricketers are very precious for us, so we want their security assured. If they are not going to Chennai, makes them more secure to play in India, that is good enough. But it is unfortunate that we don't like politics and sports getting mixed up, because that's not a good idea. We were disappointed that India did not vote with us, but relations between two countries are very deep, very long-standing. As I explained to you a little while ago, it has a very historical connection at people-to-people level. Business connections are very, very deep, and India is the largest investor in Sri Lanka. So our relations will go forward. These are blips in our long march towards going forward.
Minister Dallas Alahaperuma explained the government's stand on this matter. Minister Dallas Alahaperuma said that it is true that a resolution has been passed in the Tamil Nadu State Assembly. However, such a resolution was brought to the Lok Sabha as well, but only the AIDMK and the DMK supported it. All other parties, the Bharatiya Janata Party, the Congress Party, the Samajwadi Party and the Communist Party, as well as the Shiv Sena, which we believe as an offshoot of the LTTE, opposed the resolution. The minister said that in the 70s a British team was on tour in South Africa, and a black player in the British team named Basil de Oliveira was denied visa by the South African government. It was at that time that the ICC decided to ban all countries from making cricket tours to South Africa. He said that the game of cricket is a language that established international cooperation. The minister expressed the belief that the ICC will also take appropriate action about Tamil Nadu's attitude to cricket. Meanwhile, the Chief Minister of Kerala State, Amman Chandi, said that if it becomes necessary to change the location of the IPL tournament matches to be played in Chennai, the state of Kerala is prepared to take the necessary steps to hold the matches in Kerala.
Meanwhile, Indian Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh said that the pulling out of South India's DMK party from the ruling alliance will not cause any threat to the continuation of the government. The Indian Prime Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh, made these comments to the media in New Delhi. The DMK party pulled out from the ruling alliance, alleging that the Indian government diluted the American resolution against Sri Lanka submitted at the UNHRC sessions in Geneva. The Indian government is receiving criticism from various groups and parties for its voting in support of the American resolution resolution. The Indian diplomats have expressed opinion saying that they do not approve the decision taken by India in respect of the neighbouring country. The Indian Prime Minister has told the media that it is a usual thing for an alliance government to face problems and has assured that the government will continue its rule for its full term.
The owner of the institution that was attacked by a group of people last night states that there is no communal force behind the attack. He says that it has been carried out by a group of people who lack proper understanding. Meanwhile, religious leaders have appealed to the public to refrain from using this incident to create disharmony among communities. The business establishment located in Papiliana was attacked by a group of people last night and damage was caused to its property. The Human Resources Manager of the Papiliana branch of the Fashion Bug Institution, Harsha Buddhadasa, said that details relating to the attack are now being compiled. Meanwhile, Venerable Dr. Madhagoda Abhithissa Thera has appealed to the people not to act without proper understanding and to refrain from creating room for international elements to compile the grounds required to segregate the country. It is reported that this attack has been carried out due to an incident suspected of abusing a female.
පහර දීලා තියෙනවා ඒ හරහා අලාභහානි කරලා තියෙනවා මහා සංඝරත්නයේ හැටියට මේක අපි තාමත්ම තරයේ හෙලා දකින කාරණාවක් මේක වැඩි දුරට ගෙනියන්න එපා.
Meanwhile, Maulavi Khalil, speaking on the matter, said that these incidents should stop at this place as people will be angered by hearing this type of incident. The group of attackers has damaged the institution and one of the boys was suspected of serving in the institution as well. However, it has now been found that this boy is not an employee of the institution. The manager of the institution, Inoka Kumarasinghe, said that this incident had taken place due to a personal grudge and it had nothing to do with the institution. Meanwhile, the General Secretary of the Bodubala Sena organization, Galabadatti Nyanisarathera, said that the legal action should be taken against those who are involved in this incident, irrespective of their social status or position in society. He said that such events should not happen. He said that they had an issue about the halal and it was resolved intelligently. He said that no Muslim person was harassed. The Venerable Thera emphasized that if Buddhist monks are also involved in yesterday's incident, the rule of law should prevail and be implemented even against them and any others, irrespective of their social status or their position in society.
Meanwhile, the government of Myanmar has emphasized that it will not allow political opportunists and religious extremists to create divisions among various groups in the country. President Thein Sein has said that he will not hesitate to use force against the groups that create confrontations between Buddhists and Muslims. This is the first time that the President of Myanmar expressed his opinion about the clashes that started last week. On the 22nd of March, 40 people were killed due to Buddhist-Muslim clashes in that country. The government imposed a curfew in several areas. The Myanmar president alleged that certain opportunists and extremist groups are misusing the noble teachings of religions and attempting to create divisions in the country. He said that the government will not allow such groups to incite violence under any circumstance. President Mahinda Rajapaksa emphasized that communal, religious and other frictions cannot be allowed for petty political objectives. It is the duty and responsibility of each and everyone to build a peaceful and harmonious country for the future generation. The President made these comments at a function held in Kalatura today. The Saravansa building and the parapet wall around the Bodhiya of the 93-year-old Sapagoda ancient Vihara in Beruwala were renovated recently. The President declared open these constructions this evening. The President also planted a sapling of the Sri Mahabodhiya at the Vihare today. Speaking at the function, the President said that the government is shouldering the responsibility of protecting people belonging to all religious faiths. The President said that communal and religious differences cannot be allowed for petty political objectives. He said that we have suffered for 30 years due to communalism. Therefore, communalism and religious differences cannot be allowed in this country once again. The President said that the government has the responsibility of protecting everyone, Buddhists, Hindus and Muslims. He said that the government will not hesitate to take legal action against those who attempt to spread these differences.
බෞද්ධයන් හින්දු භක්තිකයන් හා මුස්ලිම් භක්තිකයන් රැකගැනීමේ වගකීම ඔවුන්ගේ ආරක්ෂාවේ වගකීම අපිට පැවරිලා තියෙනවා. ඒ නිසා මේ තත්ත්වය රැකගැනීමට අපි සියලුම නීතිමය කටයුතු කිරීමට අපි පසුබට වෙන්නේ නැහැ කියන එකත් මම මතක් කරනවා.
The chief incumbent of the Vihare, Venerable Kinya Velapalatatero, also addressed the function. Venerable Kinya Velapalatatero said that President Mahinda Rajapaksa's name will enter history among the leaders who defeated aggressions. He said that the President is exemplarily managing the rule of the country, the economy, social status and all other matters. He commended the President for his humble qualities and said that the President's participation in today's occasion of the Vihara is a great honor for everyone in the area. ජනාධිපතිතුමන් කටයුතු කරනවා ඉතාමත්ම නිර්හංකාරව වෛරයකින් ભેදකින් තොරව ඒ නිසා තමයි මම හොඳ UMP කාර්යයක් වුණත් එතුමාය ගැන බලන්නේ නැතුව අද මගේ විහාරස්ථානයේ මේ පලාතම ධෛර්යමත් කරමින් පලාතටම ආශිර්වාදයක් ළඟා කර දෙමින් අද මේ අවස්ථාවට එතුමා සම්ප්‍රාප්ත වුණේ. මොකද මමත් හරිම හිතුවක්කාරයි කවුරු කැමති වුණත් අකමැති වුණත් මට හරි කියලා හිතුන දේ මං එදත් කළා අදත් කරනවා හෙටත් කරනවා. The chief Sanganayaka of the Dakshina Lanka, Venerable Pallathara Sumanajotithero and several other Buddhist monks, ministers Kumara Velgama, Rajasena Ratna, P.S. Gamage, Rohita Begunawardhan, Nirmala Kutalavala, UNP parliamentarians Ravi Karunanayaka, Anuma Gamage and UNP national organizer Daya Gamage and several others attended the function.
The National Museum in Colombo, which was closed temporarily yesterday, will be reopened to the public from Monday. Only 3 patients are reportedly yet in hospital out of the victims of the staircase collapse at the museum yesterday who were hospitalized. 36 people, including 27 students, were admitted to hospitals following the collapse of a staircase at the National Museum yesterday. The accident occurred at around 4:30 p.m. 1 student and 2 mothers are receiving treatment from the hospital at present. All others who were admitted have left the hospital and some have been admitted to other hospitals. Minister Dr. Jagat Balasurya said that the safety in the museum will be improved. Minister Dr. Jagat Balasurya said that renovations will be carried out and a group of engineers and architects have already been appointed to undertake this work. The minister said that the investigations will also be carried out to find out the real reason that led to the collapse of the staircase.
Meanwhile, the Sri Lanka Freedom Party's regional level program to increase its membership under the title The Blue Wave that would build the nation received extensive responses from the people. The program, which began yesterday, will be held until the 4th of next month. The Blue Wave that would build the nation is a concept of Sri Lanka Freedom Party National Organizer Minister Basil Rajapaksa. The program is being implemented at the electoral divisions level. The objective of the program is to enroll 1 million new members to the party. Minister Rohita Abegunawardena said that more than 20,000 people have been enrolled as new members to the party from the Kalathura district alone. The Kalathura district program was held at the Rajavatta village today. A program of enrolling new members is being carried out in the Angurankata area in Nuwara Eliya as well. It began today under the leadership of Minister C.B. Ratnayaka. This is the program held yesterday at the Yatinur electoral division. A large number of people from the Pilimatalawa area, including businessmen in the town, obtained membership of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party. The memberships were awarded by Deputy Minister Earl Gunasekara. The membership enrollment program, meanwhile, of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party in the Galgamu electorate division was launched under the leadership of Senior Minister S.B. Navin. Parliamentarian Taranath Basnayaka, who is also associated in this program at Galgamu, said that the program is being carried out successfully.
The government of Seychelles has expressed willingness to invest in the medical and hydropower sectors in Sri Lanka. They have also focused their attention on developing tourism and maritime resources. Minister of External Affairs Professor G.L. Piris made an official visit to the Seychelles recently. At a meeting held with the President of the Seychelles, James Alex Michel, he had discussed about investments that could be made by the Seychelles in Sri Lanka. It also commended the role being played by Sri Lanka in the Association of Indian Ocean and Peripheral Nations. Arrangements have been made to sign tourism and trade agreements between the two countries next month.
Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation has become the first among the institutions that exemplarily implemented the state language policy within the Diatikirul exhibition premises. There were 300 exhibition stalls of state institutions in the Diatikirul exhibition premises in Ampara. A committee of 5 university professors adjudged the best institution that implemented the state language policy. Minister E. Vasudevan Anekara had given instructions to the State Language Commission to implement the state language policy in a meaningful manner within the exhibition premises. In this evaluation by the committee, broadcasting of programs and news in 2 languages and display of name boards in all 3 languages were taken into consideration. The broadcast of the Diatikirula Geetharwa program in Sinhala and Tamil languages also contributed to Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation being selected to first place. The award is to be presented to Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation by the President at the end of the exhibition.
And you're watching the news on Channel I. We take a look at the sports news now. The Bangladesh team recorded a 3-wicket win in the 3rd one-day international between Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. Sri Lankan skipper Angelo Matthews cited unfavourable weather conditions and poor bowling as reasons for the loss. Sri Lanka scored 302 runs for the loss of 9 wickets, while Bangladesh scored 184 for the loss of 7 wickets before the match was stopped due to unfavourable weather, awarding Bangladesh the match according to the Duckworth-Lewis rules. Sri Lankan cricket skipper Angelo Matthews said Sri Lanka should be blamed for the weaknesses in its bowling. The batsmen performed their parts very well, and especially Tilakaratne Dershan, Kusal Janit and Sangakkara played very well, he said. They played very well in the earlier match as well, and Sri Lankan team should improve their bowling and fielding, the skipper said. Angelo Matthews has been appointed as the captain of the Pune Warriors in the IPL tournament as well. Last year, the captaincy of this team was held by Saurav Ganguly. Indian Premier League tournament will kick off on the 3rd of next month.
And with that, we end tonight's bulletin. Do join us tomorrow at the same time. Good night.
Good night.